Yo, what up? No Isaac today. I'm I need a chill. I need a I need to relax. I have a real life milkshake that I'm eating right now. Mmm. Butterscotch is delicious. And I'm going to make milkshakes in video game world too. I'm gonna have a milkshake and I'm gonna make milkshakes. That's the way it is. How was my day at work? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I'm sure that's exactly what you clicked on this video hoping to find out. Dude, today, like, I'm moving up in the world, right? I'm getting a lot of pressman training. I'm training to be a pressman, and it's going well, but now, like, I'm in it now. I'm running oh my gosh, come on, mouse. Thank you. I'm running jobs. I'm doing the make readies. I'm seeing it through. I'm doing the wash-ups. I'm changing the I'm in it now. I'm freaking out over how to do every last little thing, keeping up with the ink levels, the water levels, the startup, the feeder. Dude, the feeder that I was working with today, he kind of he kind of sucks. Sorry guy, but it's nice now seeing the other end of it because I've had my fair share of feeding troubles over the years, right? As a feeder, I was a feeder for a while, so like I can understand. But now being on the other side of it, I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to keep this going. Like this green that we're working with here, it just disappears, man. Like the startup, it takes so long for the color to come back. So it's like I got this big ass heavy book that I'm trying to work with, chucking into the bin. And it's like, okay, whew, all right, good, that's over with. And then, oh, double sheet, late sheet, early sheet. What are you doing back there, man? It got to the point where it's like, okay, hey, pressman, I know I'm the trainee here. Can you, like, I gotta go back there. This guy, I gotta go back there. And yeah, I went back there, corrected the things that I knew he was doing wrong, and really impressing upon him, okay, man, I know you're the best of the best or whatever, but you should be doing this, this, and that. Ah, fuck. Whoops. Whoops. uh, Whoopsie daisy. Okay, what's the special? Whoops. Let's just flip those around. Sorry about right. Sorry about that. Whoops. Just haven't done that well, I haven't even played this game in a long time. But dude, it was a long week of, learning the press and like running jobs and running up make ready and all that, but like hoofda, man. Okay, we gotta get this strawberry banana smoothie out. Like, no we don't. We have so many decorations. Like, it's gonna be a little late to her, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let me take a sip of my milkshake. Hmm. Is there a butterscotch in this game? I don't know if there's a butterscotch in this game. I should look at the ingredients again, because if there's not a butterscotch, what are you guys even doing? Butterscotch milkshakes. They are really, really good. Not everywhere has butterscotch milkshakes. Hang on, I got a butterscotch. I don't think there's a butterscotch here, man. That is a shame. It's a rarity to actually know like a fast food place that's got butterscotch milkshakes, but if you know of one, that's if you've never had a butterscotch milkshake, give it a try next time. They might not be your thing, but I suppose they're probably not everybody's favorite thing because so few fast food places that I know of offer butterscotch milkshakes as an option. So, Ivy, it's a little late. Oh, she doesn't care. Even though she's not in the place. Okay, this is the next one. Right, don't get it twisted. Even though she's not in the place, all of those decorations... Excuse me, all those decorations... they still help her with the wait time. That's good to know. But it's like I'm like officially like a pressman now. Like they got me a loop, which is like the microscope that pressmen use when they're looking at the image. I've got like the login, my name's on the job. Now I just need to tell them to, hey, you gotta pay me more. Ah. Sorry about that, Amy. Um. Well, I think... I wonder. Is this the right one? Is this the right one? Interesting. Dude, I'm so distracted. I'm so glad I'm not playing Isaac right now. Like, I'm so out of it. Like, I'm not even playing Papa's Freezeria correctly, and this game is way easier than Isaac. And I'm still out of whack. Okay, cool. I didn't mess up Austin's order. Yeah, take Quinn's order. Dude, I would have thrown like another run. I would have thrown another run by now. Like I was excellent call not playing Isaac. Should I play something else besides Papa's Freezeria? I don't know. But a milkshake coming home sounded great, and I was like, you know what? Playing a milkshake and relaxing and playing some Papa's Freezeria. Yeah. What a combo. What do I even say? Ooh, I had my brother over this week, and that's great. He was teaching English in Japan for a few years, and now he's back home. He's a little adrift at sea, and I hope the best for him, but it got me... You know, it makes you think about, you know, your own future and stuff, but I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm a dude. We avoid thinking about stuff that makes us freak out. Well, probably not all dudes. But I'm like, do I want to go back to school? Because COVID totally screwed up my plans. I'm sure that it screwed up a whole lot of people's plans. And I just found the first place that hired me. That's how I came to work in printing, because I was just applying everywhere. And it just happened to be the first place that finally like returned my phone calls and, you know, requests for a job interview, all that jazz. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. And it just, I was good at it, and, you know, I just kept going, and now I make good money, so it's like, do I go back to school? I'm now at that point. It's like, okay, COVID's well and truly over, but it's like, do I finish that degree I was working on, or what? I should get a move on. I should make a decision any day now. Next year? Not this year, because we're already into school. We know we didn't get a perfect day. We screwed up Amy's order. Actually, aside from that, hang on one second. This is important. Aside from that, did we mess up anybody else? Was there any other error anywhere? Dude, if I hadn't made a clerical error, that'd have been a really good day. Because usually it's decorations that get me. Anyway, my brother was over. His brother was over. And it's been a while. We played some, you know, we talked, we hung out, we played some games. We played cribbage, and it's been so long since I played cribbage. I feel like I've relearned how to play cribbage like 4 times. It's a good game. It's like one of those. You're like, oh, cribbage. You look at the box of cribbage or like a cribbage board, and you're like, that's like an old game. Old games aren't fun. And then you actually play chess, and then you actually play cribbage, and you're like, oh, there's a reason why this game is hundreds or thousands of years old, because it is actually fun. It's not like Monopoly, which is just to round out a tradition and not fun. This is like an actual like good game. Cribbage is a good time. I screwed up the rules. I screwed up the play part, the part where you play your cards and I don't want to say peg, because you know it's the internet. You can't say that word anymore. Otherwise, people are gonna think you're talking about something else. But the part where you play your hands, we totally screwed up how to do the pegging part. And then we looked at the rules again, and we're like, oh, we messed it up. Yeah. And then we played it again, and I still wasn't sure that was the way it was supposed to go. And so over the week, I watched a video how to play cribbage, and I was like, oh, dude, we we were just totally off on how to do that. So next time we meet up, we're playing cribbage again, and we're like, all right, we're actually gonna play it correctly this time. It's gonna be great. Now I'm gonna be like an old guy who wants to be like, is there like a cribbage club? Like people used to meet up and play bridge. Is that used to be a thing people do? Is anyone like are there like old people that I can like hang out with and play like cribbage and get to know some old people? I should join like my wife and I we should join like a board game club. Like that's what we really should do. We should find a board game club. We own so many board games and we play a few of them ourselves. And like we'll bring some over on like family gatherings and bully people into playing our board games. Well, we don't have to bully my family into playing board games. We're all board game nerds. Her family is a bit more of an ask. Her mom, her mom's great, but bless her heart, she's like, dude, I'm exhausted all the time. I am not learning a new game. So it's either got to be very simple, which is fine. Simple can be fun, or it's got to be a game she's played before. Her brother's a little bit more into learning board games. Her older brother is not. Her two sisters, they can be, it's hit or miss with the games. A lot of the games, I feel like my sister-in-law really, dude, it's a big ask trying to get her to play some games because I don't know, man. It's like pulling teeth. My family, though, we're all too competitive. We're too competitive, and I think it's not fun for outsiders to play board games with us. I for a long time in my life, I only had myself as like a point of reference. So I thought I was pretty chill because comparatively, especially to my eldest brother, I thought, "Oh yeah, I'm I'm really like not that competitive and I'm not a stickler for rules. Like one tiny infraction happens, my brother, he's pulling out that rule book and like he will get you and he'll be like, "You can't possibly do that. You can't." It's like, okay, man, nobody actually cares. But so by comparison, I thought I was pretty chill with the whole being competitive, playing like friendly board games with other people. By my family, I am, but by the general public, no. So, like, early on in our relationship, like playing board games and games with my wife, like, I would literally bring the poor woman to tears. Like, I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, it's just how you play. It's like, dude, you're being so mean. Like, oh, nobody will want to play games with you if you keep acting like this. Oh, okay. Uh, uh, so yeah, I've toned it way. I'm still competitive, I think, when it comes to like playing games with other people, but yeah, I've certainly had to learn to tone it down. And I think my second brother has figured that out years before I did. Aww, bogus. My other brother, he figured that out years ago, but it took me a long time. My eldest brother, nah, he's still a maniac. He's still a maniac. My youngest sibling though, they're pretty chill when it comes to the games. I think their three older brothers being so mean about it, they're pretty chill. And I think I play games with them the most. Well, that will change now that my other brother is back from Japan. He'll be at more gatherings. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, the lemon. Mmm. I'm almost out of milkshake. What am I gonna do when I run out of milkshake? What will I do when I run out of milkshake? I might get some water. I had fries as well. Milkshake plus fries. Great dehydration combo. Yeah, I might need a little water. Might be a little thirsty after this one. So you can wait, Mr. Closer. I'm gonna finish decorating this milkshake. All right, now I'll take your order, Robbie. And then I'll check in on the mixing after hitting the old medium button. How you doing? You're doing fine? Cool. I can squeeze this out. I can squeeze this out. Yeah, and I'll even put it on. Put the timer on. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, so we dropped one mint shaving, so we lose. No perfect day today. I had to show the customer I dropped the mint shaving on the counter, so no perfect day today. Ugh, I'm much more calm now. Dude, I was freaking out. Also, we do these internal audits, like certain department heads do audits of the other departments, and printing, we're screwed. Printing is such a complicated, messy department where, like, we have so much more crap to worry about than the other departments, and have comparatively, like, so less, like, staff. Like, finishing's huge. They have so many people, and they don't have, like, the 1001 things that we gotta worry about. Like, I mean, it's not easy work. I'd much rather work in printing than finishing. The whole idea of putting boxes inside of other boxes all day endlessly sounds like no fun to me. They have more people because it's a lot more, hands manual work. Like, I'm not disparaging them at all, but I am saying when it comes to keeping things in order, making sure you don't pick up any fines or anything like that, they got a lot less to worry about. So it's always a little unfair when we get our audit back and it's like, yep, ding there, ding there, ding there, ding there. It's like, okay. And some of the stuff is absolute nonsense. Like, okay, I understand. There was a razor that was left out. Okay, that's a safety violation. Sure, that's fine. They just installed a new board for the new press for them to hang their tools on. They dinged them a point because they hadn't yet painted the outline of where all the tools go. Are you kidding? They have a cart that they use for putting ink on, and also their stuff for their coding cassette. And the box on the lower rack of the cart is for all their coding stuff. They dinged them a point because they had a box of miscellaneous stuff. What do you mean? That's not a box of miscellaneous stuff. That's the stuff for the coding cassette. Oh, it just needs a label. Just label it. Okay, dude. Like, you dinged us a point. You had no idea what you were even talking about. You guys gotta paint where your pallet jacks go. What are you talking about? You want us to paint the floor where we usually keep our pallet jacks? Yes. That's insane. Maybe other departments park their pallet jacks and don't use them until later. We are constantly using our pallet jacks. What are you... Oops. He can live with lemon. Taking a drink of milkshake. Dang it. Stupid quality department and maintenance manager getting me mad about some items off the list. I mean, some things are completely reasonable. Like they found a can of, well, okay. They found one bottle of flammables being kept outside of the they kept one bottle of they found one bottle of like cleaning solvent outside of the chemical cabinet, and that's fair. Uh a little bit. That's a little bit fair. All flammables are supposed to be kept, except like all of our stuff is flammable. It was just really it was just because it was a bottle of stuff he had never seen before. It was like new stuff. We just had like this industry expert come and, help us out a lot, and he got us some new stuff. Like all of our like roller cleaner is flammable, and like we leave it out all the time because we're constantly using it, right? That's the okay, you're constantly cleaning things. So of course you'd leave that out. But like it was just a new bottle unfamiliar to him. Someone was just actively like I'm pretty sure someone had just used it to wipe something off right before he came through just because it was a new bottle. Like, okay, yeah, flammables are supposed to be kept in the cabinet when not in use. Was it actively in use when he walked by? Well, no. But, like, it probably was in use vaguely. Not too long beforehand, I'm sure. Alright, we gotta get number 3's order on the mixer, because it's a schmixum. Or I'm going to put this one in front, because we're already scrambling out of order. What's a little bit more of a scramblem? What's a little bit more of a scramblem, huh? Okay, medium. Dude, this is a disaster. Okay, it's not a disaster. It's just really unorganized and bad. Okay, let's get this guy's out. And then there was some, like, when not in use, guards must be put away. What does that even mean? All of the maintenance panels are on. All of the guards are on. Like, I toured the press. What are you on about? I didn't miss anything, I promise. I'm not saying you're making things up. Ugh, and then they had a picture of, like, a stack of pallets that was kind of in the walkway, and they dinged us for that, and it's like, we're not even the ones who bring the pallets over, that's Cutting. Cutting left that there. Sorry we didn't jump up and immediately take care of another department's mess that they left in our area. That's like, on the last one of these, we got dinged because maintenance left opened some panels because they were working on something like right before the inspection. These are internal audits. These aren't like an outside agency inspecting us, by the way. These are internal in our company. So it's like, oh, maintenance, your department, you left this panel open, and now you're dinging us a point because your department left a panel open on our press. Cool, thanks. Awesome, seems fair. And like I said, there are some legitimate things they dinged us on, and other things are like, really? You think it'd be a good idea to for us to mark the spot on the floor where we keep our pallet jacks? If we painted that, it would rub off in a day. Like, you're out of your mind. We are constantly using our pallet jacks. Like, even like the spots we mark on the delivery, the spots where you put the new pallet, just as a visual guide, we have to repaint that thing all the time. And that's just when you slide a pallet over it. Imagine when you're moving a pallet jack, which is carrying like a 2,500-pound load of paper over it. Like, imagine how quickly that's gonna rub out the paint on the floor in the other spot. Like, dude, that's just a waste of everybody's time. You're just looking for things. You are just looking for things. And like by their coding area on the new press, they're like, hey, the bung wrench isn't hung up. What do you mean the bung wrench is? You mean the bung wrench that they're constantly using to open up coating barrels over there? Yeah, that one? Okay. Like, it needs to be marked specifically. Okay, dude. Alright, we'll make a label for it and label it bung wrench. Like, okay, man. Nobody in the entire world cares about this. They didn't disappoint because a broom was broken. Like, that's right. I almost forgot about that one. That was genuinely incredulous. It wasn't even like our broom. It was like you guys just fired the janitor guy. Like that was his broom. Just because it's kept over here. Oh my gosh. I gotta stop thinking about it. I should think about other things like, hell yeah, dude, I ran a printing press today and did a pretty okay job. Not an amazing job. I went over make ready quite a bit, but I'm new. You're gonna do that for a while when you're starting in printing. You're gonna have long make readies. It didn't have to be so long. Oh, that's right. It didn't have to be so long, but the spot color kept contaminating. You know why? You know why? Because the swing shift guys that we asked last week, hey, could you clean the underductor roller? It keeps contaminating Unit 6. And they said, oh yeah, sure, we'll do that since we're washing up early and going home today. We won't skip out early and not clean the underductor roller. And nobody could call them out on it all week because we were running dark colors in Unit 6. Then I come along and we put a light color in Unit 6. And it keeps contaminating every time I stop the press. How come? Oh, because they didn't clean the underductor roller like they said they were going to. So guess who gets to stop and wash up the unit, clean up the fountain roller so we can move the fountain roller and then get to the underductor roller and clean out the underductor roller in the middle of a job. And then wash back up, or then throw the ink back in the fountain. It's like, bro. It was really great. When I asked them Monday, it's like, hey, you guys cleaned that underductor roller, right? And that, oh, I think that was it. I think that's the only mistake all day. There might have been other mistakes. I don't know. I wasn't... Well, there was other mistakes, but I don't think there was other penalties. Except for that. What was I saying? I was complaining about the guy who straight up lied to me when I asked him. You guys cleaned that underductor roller, right? On Monday? And he was like, yeah. Yeah, we did. Lies. Lies. It was so obviously completely filthy. No, I will not play Customer Cravings Return. Oh. It's a good milkshake. All right, what's the least run one? All right, that's the special now. Oh, she's talking on her phone. I thought it was a boombox for a minute. Oh yeah, I forgot to look. What was my penalties? Oh well, too late. Too late. Wait, no, back. There we go. What's up, Skylar? People make some inappropriate artwork of you on internet.com, I'm sure. Why would I say that? Okay, moving on with my life. Yeah, so that was my week, in a nutshell. Overall, great week. Got one more week left on day shift. And then I'm back to grave. Well. Oh well. And most of my training, as per usual, got screwed over because the camera went off for most of the week. So it was like, okay, they're not going to train me without the camera. I'm not that experienced. They don't want me to run the printing press without the camera. It's pretty tough to do. And they didn't want to like completely screw the jobs and just waste tons of paper because the new guy was unfamiliar to how to run without a camera. So I didn't get too much experience this week. And now it's over. And that's like, I feel like this always happens with on-the-job training, for me specifically. Like, when I was learning to be a press assistant, like, stuff came up. When I was learning to be a feeder, stuff came up. And now, when I'm learning how to be a pressman, stuff came up. So, not all the quality experience I wanted this week. But that might just be like a universal standard. I was talking to when my sibling was training for their job. It was like when they were first working customer service. God, don't work customer service. If my sibling has taught me anything, it's that do not work customer service, which is a lesson I didn't even need to be informed of. I already knew that, but the horror stories I hear about the various fast food places that my younger sibling has worked at. Oh man. oh man. Anyway, they were learning like the register. They had like 5 minutes on how to use the register, and I was like, okay, that's it. I don't have any more time to train you, and you need to go out there right now. I'd be like, dude, I thought it was bad when I was like, I got like 2 days of training on the feeder before they were like, okay, get on it. What? It'd be one thing if it was like I screwed up when I was operating a piece of machinery and things didn't go so well for like a company. But like if I screw up like with someone else's, another human being's like credit card, it's like, dude, I rang you up for like $1 million in accidents. Sorry about that. Is that gonna be okay? I feel much worse than it's like if I screwed up working a piece of machinery that I was barely like qualified for. I'd be like, I mean, as long as nobody got hurt, right? But it's like, oh hey, yeah, I screwed it up, but what do you want me to do? You guys like trained me for like 1 day. Like I don't know what you were expecting. What were you expecting? It's like I'm trying my best over here, but you did train me for like 2 days. So I don't really feel like this is on me. I feel like this is all on you. Yeah, we're getting a lot of stops. I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. That's about how I feel about it. But yeah, I feel like lack of training and getting thrown in the deep end is just coming the standard because no company wants to take the time to train people because time to train people is expensive. So why would you take the time to train people when you can just throw them in the deep end, and if they don't work out, then fire them, move on to the next guy. Maybe the next guy will be able to swim faster than he can sink. Sweet. Hey, I haven't screwed up anything terribly so far. I think I'm ready to play Isaac now. Okay, do one more shift of this, and then maybe I'll boot up some Isaac. Yeah. Uh, no perfect days today. It's a tragedy. Yeah, I'll finish out this shift, and I've ranted and raved long enough. My milkshake, I've drinking all of it. All right, Patrona. Sorry about it. I spilt some stuff on the cat counter. I felt the need to inform you of this so you could dock me a point. Why? If you spill something on the counter, why tell the customer? Just wipe it up, and no one has to know. Nobody has to know. If you screw up something in their drink, sure. Like if I poured it uneven, sure. They'll know. They'll know. But like, oh, shut up, Rolly. I don't want to hear it. Rolly's like, what did I do? Ah, gosh. Dude, I think I dropped an F-bomb earlier this episode. That's how you know was just completely wired. It's not that I'm like, ew, swearing. I hate swearing. It's more that I don't want to say like I held myself to a higher standard than others. Like, cause I don't care if other people swear. I really don't. But I kind of don't like myself swearing, and I think that stems from like middle school, high school, I was the obnoxious kid. Oh my gosh, hotkeys. Like I didn't swear like at all for years. I was like stubbornly like, no, I'm not going to do it. Like as if God himself would smite me from the heavens if I dared open my mouth. And then once the floodgate was open, wait, did I? Wait, where's the mixer? Okay, no, I made that right. I made that right. I thought for a second I made JoJo the special. Okay. I'm getting distracted again. But once the floodgate was open, man, I was probably one of the worst swearers in like middle school and the first couple years of high school. Just probably one of the most obnoxious people to be around. Like, dude, you are so annoying. And then once I grew out of it, I wanted to do, again, go to the other extreme, just because of just how awful and cringy those years were, I'm sure. Like, and it's such an easy habit for me to fall back into. Like, the second I let something slip, the rest of them come to the lips so easily. So easily. So I need ironclad control if I don't want, like, every other word to be a swear. So that's mostly why I try not to swear that much. Because once that floodgate opens, it's so hard to rein it back in for me. I don't know why. So it's just easier to be as little trashy as possible. But I don't care if other people swear. I really don't. All right, thank you guys for watching. Here's to the future, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.